You would know that Angel Reese has just been suspended for the entire season and fined over $1.2 million for what she just did, as she was caught saying the Z word on live.
Caitlin Clark, she will be missing Friday's game due to her continued groin injury, and Angel Reese has been suspended for Friday's game after getting assessed a technical foul Wednesday night for pimp slapping Aaliyah Edwards.
Angel Reese's suspension means she'll be absent when the Chicago Sky square off against the Indiana Fever, and the timing couldn't be worse. Fresh off stirring controversy by calling out her own teammates, Ree quickly tried to walk it back once the backlash hit. Now, missing this highly anticipated clash only intensifies the spotlight. Is this simply a rookie misstep that snowballed? Or is Ree already feeling the heavy consequences of her own words? Either way, the situation just turned messy.
Receives her 8th tech, which will prohibit her from playing against the Indiana Fever. And 2, she's in some pretty hot water with her teammates about the Chicago Tribune.
Kathy Engelbert thought she had the master plan. Sitting in the commissioner's chair, maybe even sketching WNBA logos on a napkin, she decided the fastest way to boost the league's profile was to push a 5-game Indiana Fever versus Chicago Sky series down everyone's throat. Because apparently nothing says growth like watching the same matchup on repeat. Balance. Variety? Not in this script. Engelbert doubled down on reruns like the WNBA had suddenly turned into late-night cable marathons of Friends.
Engelbert tried to rig the cards in the WNBA's favor by having the Indiana Fever and the Chicago Sky go head-to-head 5 times this season. Unfortunately for Kathy Engelbert, Caitlin Clark and Angel Reese will only be going head-to-head 1 of those 5 times, and that time...
The big sell was Caitlin Clark versus Angel Reese, the rivalry marketed as the savior of women's basketball, hyped like a pay-per-view main event. But here's the twist. Out of 5 scheduled matchups, the stars have actually faced each other just once. That's it. Clark's groin injury has kept her sidelined longer than the production cycle of your favorite Netflix series. And Reese? She's been suspended so often it feels like the league handed her a reserved seat in the timeout corner. Engelbert didn't give fans a rivalry. She served up a flop sequel. Think Titanic 2, still sinking.
How did we get here? What she just said, the national championship game. We were not talking about Caitlin Clark before Angel Reese walked up to her.
Lads, Angel Reese is currently about to be suspended. She has 7 technical fouls on the season. And if this was last season, in a 44-game season, she would have already been suspended. And it is genuinely one of the funny things about this is that her fans are arguing that none of the texts are warranted. They are all warranted.
And why wasn't Angel Reese on the floor Friday night? Simple. She was serving a suspension after channeling her inner cage fighter and delivering a spinning backhand to Aaliyah Edwards, as if she were auditioning for the UFC. Forget boxing out. Forget proper positioning. Reese went full Mortal Kombat. And not even with a straight slap, but the backhand, the most disrespectful strike in human history. That wasn't just contact. That was centuries of attitude condensed into a single flick of the wrist.
Backed her up, bro.
So Aaliyah was...
She low-key backed her up. It was so sly. Oh, shoot. Dang, Angel. Man, this is horrible timing if she get this 8th technical. I think they're going to give her a technical. Getting suspended for a game after what she said about her team basically being trash and needing new players, man. Yeah, that's a tech. Dang. So she's going to be suspended. This is all just... bad timing, bro. Bad timing.
Her head. That's right. Angel Reese didn't use the front of her hand. Angel Reese went with the back of her hand and bow right across Aaliyah Edwards' head.
Naturally, the debate lit up immediately. Was it intentional? Was it malicious? Or was Aaliyah selling it with a flop? Please, if you blinked, you probably missed it. But hit pause on the tape and the truth jumps out. The form, the wind-up, the talk, it was all there. That wasn't an accident. That was a geometry lesson, with Angel's arm serving as a compass sketching a flawless arc across Aaliyah's face.
When I picked my phone up and I looked at all of these damn alerts, I say, hold up, wait a minute. It is looking spooky. Angel Reese got suspended. Angel Reese threw her team under the bus. When the hell did...
Credit where it's due, Aaliyah Edwards sold it. She hit the floor clutching her head like Zeus himself had struck her with a lightning bolt. Oscar-worthy stuff. Fans acted like she'd been smacked into another dimension. Truth is, she probably hasn't taken a slap like that since spilling flour across the kitchen as a 5-year-old. But she sold it, the refs bought it, and Angel Reese racked up her 8th technical of the season. Translation: enjoy your suspension, Angel. And that's just one episode in the Angel Reese drama series. When she's not dishing out backhands, she's dishing out insults. She's been roasting her own locker room like it's open MIC night. Rachel Banham, not a leader. Hailey Van Lith, not ready for the league. Meanwhile, the Chicago Sky sit at 9-30. That's not a season, it's a cautionary tale. Yet Angel struts around like she's above it all, demanding greatness while drowning at the bottom of the standings. It's like a Burger King fry cook demanding a Michelin star because he remembered to salt the fries.
Edwards is...
And then came the moonwalk. 2 days after torching her teammates in public, Angel started backpedaling faster than a toddler who knows they're about to get grounded. Suddenly, her comments were taken out of context. Suddenly, she didn't mean it that way. Now it's private apologies, I love my teammates, and the usual PR spin. You could practically hear Billie Jean playing as she moonwalked out of accountability. Enter Ariel Atkins, who somehow ended up drafted as Angel's defense attorney. She stood in the locker room and delivered the heavy as the crown speech. Angel's just a 23-year-old kid carrying the weight of the world. Head heavy, crown heavier. This wasn't a quick slip-up defense. This was a full-on TED talk. But let's be real, everyone knows Angel meant every word. Apology or not. And while Ariel is out here trying to play peacemaker, half the locker room is sitting there like, yeah, but she literally said my name. That's not a misunderstanding. That's an ambush.
Entire team feels attacked by her from comments that she made in a Chicago Tribune article. This is what Front Office Sports is reporting. According to the report, Reese said she doesn't believe her teammates Rachel Banham or Hailey Van Lith are capable of leading a playoff team. Guard Ariel Atkins is another player on the Sky's roster with WNBA championship experience.
Here's the kicker. Executives around the league are finally saying out loud what fans have been whispering all season. On a real championship contender, Angel Reese wouldn't be the star. She'd be a 3rd or 4th option. Translation: not the queen, not the rook, not even the knight. She's the bishop, useful, but hardly the centerpiece, and yet, here she is, demanding all-star reinforcements as if she's carrying the league on her shoulders. The result? Chicago handed her the keys, and instead of driving the franchise forward, she wrecked the car, then blamed the tires, blamed the mechanic, and blamed the guy who paved the road. Now the Sky front office is left scrambling, staging awkward team bonding meetings where players pretend to forgive while side-eyeing each other across the locker room. Meanwhile, Caitlin Clark, the other half of this hyped rivalry, is just trying to heal her groin in peace. She's at home icing her injury, probably sipping tea, while Angel Reese is out here smacking opponents, roasting teammates, and moonwalking through press conferences. This rivalry was supposed to be basketball's version of Ali versus Frazier. Instead, it's devolved into a soap opera, injuries, suspensions, and locker room drama drowning out everything the league wanted it to be.